Hi, I'm Amita Gowda and I'm going into the 7th grade. In the Naturalist Designer course, we learned about the differences between art, science, and design. Also, we did a role play which taught us the differences between a designer's job and a manufacturer's job, which was really fun and really educational.
In class, we learned how to sketch and draw lines and divide it straight in the middle, how to draw 3D shapes with different perspectives, the Fibonacci sequence, and the golden ratio.
For my Naturalist Designer project, I designed a game controller called Sun Infinity. We had to use the 4 phases of design: ideation, exploratory, explanatory, and persuasive sketches. So here's my project.
I'm designing a modern multi-purpose high-tech Jew chair, and my name is Jade, SU, and I'm in 5th grade. The ratio is 3 inches equals 6 feet. The 4 sketches of a designer is ideation, exploratory, explanatory, and persuasive. In ideation, the designer comes up with many ideas to come up with different sketches. In exploratory, the designer explores on many ideas and chooses a specific one. And explanatory, the designer makes a little sketch of the actual design for the client to give feedback. And in persuasive, we're trying to sell the full product.
In Naturalist Designer, we had to learn about the Fibonacci sequence and stuff like that, and how to do ideal 3D sketches. And then we had to find a basic thing that we use every day and see what we can do to make it better. So we used the 4 things, which was ideation, exploratory, explanatory, and then persuasive. And so in ideation, we were supposed to do all the features, and I did a table, and it's a work table with Bluetooth speakers and a tool space. And its features come with a drawer that can open with one touch, Bluetooth speakers, wireless phone charger, LED lamp, and small space for papers and stuff, a clock attached to the table. It comes with an outlet and a cutting pad. And then we had to move on to exploratory, where we had to make up with 2 different designs of what we can change my product into. And I did an expandable, where we can expand the board open, or we can expand the tables to make it bigger, or we can do removable, where you can attach it on. And then lastly, we did explanatory, where we had to show all the features on the actual product. And lastly, we did persuasive, which is a 3D model of my clay. And then we had, the ratio was to be, for 1 centimeter of this model, it's actually 10 inches in real life.
Hello everyone, I'm Amita, and today I have a design with the survivalist knife. So in this project, what we're supposed to do is to create a project a design in which we can create an imagination, but however it must have 4 steps, which is ideation, exploratory, explanatory, and persuasive. Ideation is when you brainstorm ideas for your design, such as combining things, such as gaining ideas either from imagination or comparing stuff. Exploratory is when you explore many variations of your design and then you see which one is best. Explanatory is which way you feature out your design, such as designs such as titanium light over here. In order for feedback, finally you go to persuasive, in which you draw a specific photo in which the manufacturers can finally design the design. Today it also must be understood because otherwise manufacturers can get mixed up. Today I'm here to talk about the multi-purpose survivalist knife / machete, or the MSK/M. The ideation is that I combine many knives together, such as the traditional cooking knife and a machete, and I created a rough draft of my knife with a bayonet attachment. And for my exploratory, I ventured to many variations of this, such as having its own design, such as a machete and a katana. I had decided on my original design though. For my explanatory design, I feature out some features of my knife, such as the leather around it and a titanium blade. Finally, I finalized my design and drew it with a 1 square unit equals to 2 centimeters. And here you go.
The design I made was a clock because I know that most of us in our family use glasses and we can't really see far away. And when reading a clock, like this type of clock, is like really difficult because sometimes the little minute lines get all mixed together. So I designed a clock that could have a magnifying glass at the end of the minute hand and the numbers of the minute next to the little line, so that when the magnifying glass passes over, you can see the minute and you can read the time. And I added some like lights so that you could see it in the dark as well, so that you don't have to be like checking your phone all the time or having a digital clock.
Mine for the high-tech kitchen sink. So we went through 4 stages of designing. Once you figure out what you want to make, you write all of the features, and it doesn't matter if anyone understands you. All you have to do is just to make yourself understand. Then explanatory is where you think of other designs for that same product, and then you share it with the team of builders. Then the third, the explanatory, is to choose your design from the exploratory, and then draw down all of the features in drawings and no words. Then lastly, the persuasive is when you put your product in the market, and then you want people to buy it, so you would color it and then write the ratio of the design. So one is that there's a thermometer at the top which tells you the water temperature, and you can make it more hot or cold by pressing those buttons. There's like a small water heater inside. So if you wanted more space on your kitchen countertop, you can make it instant go down, and then you'll have more space. In case it's like nighttime, or like it's a blackout or something, then you can still see.
Oh, that's good. Very nice.
And one idea I was thinking of in the exploratory sketches was adding a robotic arm over here. It's like it can wash your dishes and all of that.
Oh, that's a great, very cool idea. Why did you come up with this idea?
Because I wanted to help you.
Ah, that is the best answer I've ever heard. Good job.
It's called a pop-up emergency tent, and this is something that it can be used for homeless people and natural disasters like earthquakes and forest fires. So it's a house that is portable. It's a temporary home that can hold up to 4 people. So it has a toilet, a stove, and a tub. It also has a comfortable mattress. It provides warmth, and the top can open up for sunlight. And then this is how that looks.